Okay, so we are back after about a month of not doing this. So, that being said, let's get back into Tsukihime. I can hear voices talking. Akiha-sama, are you not going to call for a doctor? I'm trying to remember if that was, Yep, that was Hisui. Don't be stupid, Hisui. There's no way I could do that, since Nissan's wound isn't normal. Akiha and Hisui are talking. This is Shiki's room. It looks like I'm sleeping in the bed. I plan to say, yo, and get out of bed, but I can't move at all. My chest doesn't hurt anymore, but my body feels as heavy as lead. All I can move are my eyes and mouth. Just what in the world were you trying to do, Hisui? You know not to let Shiki go near that place. Please, forgive me. This can't be solved by apologizing. You were assigned to serve Nissan to avoid this kind of situation. So what were you doing? Completely different from her usual manner, Akiha gives full vent to her anger. Yeah, because usually it's only like kinda half, I guess. Being tsundere and all, you have to be totally bipolar. In comparison, Hisui is accepting the scolding, looking down silently. I'm not sure how this all came about. But I can at least tell that Hisui is being yelled at because of me. Answer me, Hisui. What were you doing and where were you all day long? Hisui doesn't respond. The air grows tenser between them. Biting her lip, Akiha takes a step towards Hisui. Even I can understand that Akiha intends to hit her. Hisui seems to know this as well, but she just stands there with her head hung in shame, ready to receive it. Hold on, Akiha. Nissan, you're awake? Yeah, you were so loud I woke up. Akiha looks away uncomfortably. Hisui keeps looking down, not even trying to look up at me. Not even trying to look at me. You know, you shouldn't let it out on Hisui. I don't know the circumstances, but this has to do with me collapsing, right? It's not her fault. I just collapsed on my own. I strained hard and somehow managed to lift the upper half of my body off of the bed. But that's all I can manage, and I don't think I can even move an inch more. But since Hisui is depressed, I have to force myself to act as fine as possible. Honestly, getting into a fight over me. I was about to say I'm getting into a fight over me. Even if you look like an adult, you're still a child. But you completely fainted, Nissan. You were out for more than 10 hours and nothing like this has happened before. If you never woke up, what would I have done? Idiot, don't say things like that. Wasn't this just anemia? Huh? It's 10 o'clock already. Yes, you were unconscious since noon. She speaks hesitantly. I wasn't worried about me, but my promise with Arcueid in the park, to meet with Arcueid in the park at 10 o'clock. Oh no, I have to go. Akiha, I have to go, so I'll leave the rest to you. Don't bully Hisui, okay? Don't say such stupid things. I won't ask where you go every night, Nissan. I won't ask, so please, at least tonight, take it easy on your body tonight. That sounds grammatically incorrect. I'm pretty sure it's just because of the translation, but whatever. Haha, I'm okay. This is pretty regular. I'm used to getting torn apart. If you guys remember the fight with Nero, he pretty much, by all means, I mean, like, anybody else would have been dead. He was being devoured by creatures. Just all around him, he was being eaten. And he was like, nope, and just cut all of them apart. So, yeah, Shiki, I don't think he's very normal, let's just say that. When I was in middle school, I used to collapse twice a day, you know? Wait, you know that, right, Akiha? That's why I'm more worried. Nissan, please listen to what I say, at least just for tonight. She looks at me in the eye with a serious expression. We've got a decision. I actually didn't know that we would have a decision for this, but apparently we do. Let's go ahead and save it, because that would be foolish not to. I don't know how important... Well, I'm pretty sure if we... No, number 2 is the stupid fucking thing to do, and something Shiki probably... Well, I don't know, because Shiki's been doing... He has been doing stupid things, but they were for good reasons. But this is just, obviously, it's not going to work. He's not even going to make it to the park. So, he's probably going to die trying to get to the park. So let's just go ahead and do as our tsundere sister tells us and just stay here. Ellipsis. I guess it can't be helped. I'm afraid I'll make her cry if I keep going against her. Alright. I'll go to sleep for today. Saying that, I lie down. Really? You're not going to sneak out of the room later? No, I get it. To tell the truth, my body feels incredibly heavy. I don't think I could sneak outside. Thank goodness. Akiha breathes out and relaxes visibly. Hisue, tell Kohaku that Nissan is awake. Nissan, what about dinner? Oh, yeah. No, tell Kohaku I'm sorry. Tell Kohaku-san I'm sorry, but I don't think I can eat right now. I'm just going to go to sleep. I understand. Then Hisue, tell Kohaku that... Still looking downcast, Hisue nods and leaves the room. Now then. Lying in bed, I start to feel sleepy again. Like this, I bet I could fall asleep in less than a minute. But before that, Akiha. There's a place like that in the garden? Yes. When we were children, we used to play there often. Oh. For some reason, I don't remember it well. Yeah, I really did forget all about it. And one more thing. It's a weird question, but when we were kids, was there another kid with us? Wasn't there another kid with us? Same thing. Huh? She tilts her head like she doesn't understand what I'm saying. I guess not. There couldn't have been another kid. But if that's true, how strange. That scene I saw in my dream, and the dream I saw in the clearing. If those two are the same, then it doesn't make sense unless there's another kid that was killed. No, it's nothing. Just talking about a dream. Is that so? Then, good night, Nissan. Please rest well. Yeah, I'll do that. As soon as I answer her, I fall asleep as fast as if I had passed out again. Chapter 8, Vermilion Crimson Moon. Number 1. 9th day, October 29th, Friday. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Is the window open? I can hear the soft singing of birds from the garden. A cool breeze blows across my face. I feel the sunlight hitting my eyelids. A quiet, gentle atmosphere. A gentle morning. I guess I fell asleep last night as Akiha cared for me, and slept till now. Lying down, my body feels heavy. But I feel much better than I did yesterday. I decide to open my eyes and sit up. And... oh shit. I woke up with a Beautiful woman staring down at me. I don't think I'd mind that, even though she looks like she wants to kill me, honestly. The little rascal Oh wait, that's Arcueid. Ah, the little rascal finally woke up. I'm trying to remember how I did her voice. I see Arcueid's face right in front of mine. What? My brain goes blank and stops working due to the unexpected event. This unexpected event. My mouth opens and closes, but my voice seems to be missing. Seriously, what's going on? Rape? Arcueid is in front of me. This is my room. It's past 9 o'clock in the morning. She's come inside, still wearing her shoes. That's all I know for now. You... Liar. We promised to meet again yesterday. She must be in a pretty bad mood, as her red eyes have lost their usual beauty. No, not lost at all. Being this close, her beauty's more vivid than usual. I'll bet so. Arcueid glares at me as I lay in bed. Wait, Arcueid. Why are you in my room this morning? I start to shout, but I stop myself. If I shouted now, Hisui would come here and it would be all over. And it would all be over. Everything is still chaotic, but my brain can't grasp that much. Anyway, move. Oh, I thought that was an I for a minute. That was actually an exclamation point. I'm still waking up, guys. I just got up, so excuse my stupidity. Just going into someone's room? Threatening a sleeping person? Don't you know how awful that is? What's with that attitude? I came here because you broke your promise. Sleeping while making someone wait, just what in the world were you planning? She stares at me. She stares at me ill-temperedly. I calm down. That's right. I really did break my promise to meet Arcueid last night. I finally understand the situation. I understand why Arcueid's angry. Why Arcueid's angry. I understand, but to do this, to come into someone's room still wearing shoes like that, what does she intend to do? Seeing the window is open, she probably came in through there. I see. Since I broke my promise, I'm at fault here. But sneaking in here is going a little far, you know. This isn't your house, Shiki. She gives a quick retort. You know, I was really angry before. I waited for many hours, and as soon as I realized you weren't coming, I got so incredibly angry. I was thinking I would never let this happen again, and I'd rip your throat out. She speaks, still looking ill-tempered. Do you get it, Shiki? That feeling, I couldn't resist it. Even though I know I should calm down, the more I thought about it, the angrier I got. Even as if she still felt that way, her red eyes seemed to blame me. Yeah, I guess you can't help yourself. Giving thanks to God, my neck is still attached, I keep the conversation going. Isn't it? And I snuck in here, but since you were sleeping, I decided to wait. At least I wanted to hear your excuse. And since I didn't have anything to do, I watched you sleep, your sleeping face. Yeah, your sleeping face was very quiet. It was almost scary. Sleeping like you were dead, I started feeling uneasy because I thought that maybe you would never wake up. I sigh. If you weren't uneasy, then you should have woke up. You should have woke me. I'm uneasy when you're next to me. But I thought it would be a waste. I don't know what I look like. Oh. What? Okay, was that Arcueid? I think that was... Yeah, that was Shiki. But I thought it would be a waste. I don't know what I look like when I sleep, but I thought it would be real good if I slept like you did. Oh, god damn it, that was Arcueid. Fuck! Sorry, guys. But I thought it would be a waste. I don't know what I look like when I sleep, but I thought it would be real good if I slept like you did. I wondered why you looked so peaceful while I watched you sleep. While I was doing that, my anger disappeared, and then you woke up. Then you've been here this whole time? From last night until now? Yeah. People from this house came in a few times, but I hid myself, so it was okay. A girl also came to wake you up, but I didn't like her, so I sent her away. Arcueid laughs brightly. Wait, you sent her away? How? I wasn't rough. Didn't I tell you before that vampires have mystic eyes of enchantment? I merely used suggestion on her, saying that Shiki has already gone to school, and didn't leave any memory of her meeting me. No memory? You really are a troublesome person. Well, even if she is troublesome, at least she took care not to be detected. I bring my hands to my head as I sigh. Alright. Sorry for yesterday, Arcueid. I don't know if this is making up for it, but I won't break any more promises. Yeah, I promise. I look her right in the eye as I declare this. Are you sure? I'm sure. Because I realize your revenge is scary. Still lying down, I raise my hands in surrender. All of a sudden, her bad mood disappears completely. Arcueid gives a satisfied nod and says, Alright. Arcueid finally gets away from the bed. Jeez, sneaking into somebody's bed like that? Didn't you think about how hard the sheets would be to clean if you left a mess from your Oh. I thought he might be talking about something else. That's just my perverted mind at work, people. If you left a mess from your shoes? Complaining, I get up from bed. Arcueid stands in the center of the room, watching me as I slowly rouse myself from bed. Hey, what are you doing? What am I doing? I'm just waiting for you to change. You're not going to go out in those clothes, right? Well, yeah. No one walks around in pajamas. Wait, Arcueid? Yeah, I was thinking we'd spend the day together. I was thinking we'd spend the day together. Shiki. You said you'd make it up for breaking your promise, didn't you? Arcueid says this casually, as if it was the most natural thing in the world. Today? All day? What are you saying? I have school. Skip it. Hey, you even said you were sure. Are you choosing school over me, Shiki? How dare you choose school? Yeah, how dare you choose school over your vampire girlfriend? God damn it, Shiki. She's got me there. I mean, hell, even I wouldn't choose school over that. Another choice. We know what to do. It can't be helped, I'll go with Arcueid. It can't be helped, I should go to school. No, fuck that. We have to get laid. I glance at the clock. It's already past 9. I'd be late even if I went to school now. And to be honest, going with Arcueid is more fun than going to school. Hell yeah! Alright. I'll spend the day with you. But if we go into the city during the day, I don't think there'll be any dead around. Why is it formed as a question? That's like a statement. Why is it formed as a question, goddammit? Answer this. I don't care about that. I just wanted to walk around, so even if it is daytime, it doesn't matter. What? What, aren't we making up for last night and going to look for vampires? Yes, of course we'll look tonight. But to have you held me all day and night would be hard, so during the day I thought we could relax. I think that'd be more fun too. But just the two of us walking around, that's... Like what they call a date in the real world. Maybe you can't say that with a vampire like Arcueid, but I suppose she's telling me to take her out for some fun. For me, I need to get ready mentally, and... What's wrong, Shiki? Your face, it's turning red. I cover my face with my hands and look away. Certainly, it's been just the two of us many times before. But those were emergency situations, and it was more like a pact of cooperation than anything between a man and a woman. That's why, no matter how pretty I thought she was, I tried not to notice it. But if, without any danger, without any purpose, if the two of us just walk around, I might notice something I never noticed before, and it makes me hesitate. Shiki? Hey, are you going to school after all? No way. I said I'd do it, so I will. I don't know what you're thinking, but walking around shouldn't be a problem. Then it's decided. Then let's go. She walks toward the window she snuck in earlier. Wait a minute. I'm going to change, so you can't look... So can you look outside for just... So can you look outside for a while? What? Did you call me? Oh, yes. No. Just go outside. I'll be there soon. Okay, I'll wait outside. I've waited this long, so don't make me wait any longer, Shiki. She jumps out the window with the lightness of a cat. I hear the rustling of the trees outside. She didn't jump to the ground, but along the tree branches. With a body like that, it should have been easy getting in here undetected. This isn't the time to be impressed. I too have to sneak out without Hisui noticing. I change into some normal clothes. Cracking open the door slightly, I look around to make sure no one's in the hallway and tiptoe outside. Luckily, no one saw me as I made my way out. Arcueid is looking the other way as she mumbles to herself. Thanks for waiting. Come on, let's go, Arcueid. If we stick around here, Kohaku-san will find us. Eh? Ah, yeah, we should go. Completely different from before, her words seem very empty. What is it? This isn't like you at all. Did something happen again just now? No, nothing really. I said the again part pretty strong, but her words are still hollow. It seems like she's planning something. I feel kind of scared. As you should. Are you feeling sick because it's daytime? There's no need to force yourself to go out. If it's hard for you, we can stop. I feel fine right now. But seeing this wall reminded me of last night. What? About last night? You mean while you waited for me at the park? Yes. Arcueid nods meekly. I dashed here with all my strength and snuck into your room, but it seems strange when I think about it now. Why was I so angry back then? It was just a little promise. Saying she doesn't get it, Arcueid crosses her arms in thought. Ah, that's right. Maybe you get it, Shiki. You always tell me I'm so stupid, so maybe you can understand. Oh shit. Hey. If she doesn't understand herself, then how does she expect me to? There's no way I understand, but if I have to respond... Okay then. Well, it's because you're selfish, right? Well, it's because you hate me, right? Well, it's because you're a vampire, right? Oh, fuck. Okay, well, let's say because... I don't know what this will get us, but we will see. So it's either because she's selfish, because she hates me, or because she's a vampire. She's definitely not selfish. I don't think that. She's obviously a vampire, but I don't think that's why. Because she hates him. Let's see. You waited for me in the park. Let's just go with number 2, since that's the only one that makes a little bit of sense. Because we definitely know that she hates him because, well, he murdered her. So, number 2, I would guess, would be the best option here. Let's see, isn't it because you hate me? I haven't been able to meet you on time, and I've done a lot of horrible things to you. Yeah, that too. Leaving my feelings about Arcueid aside, I calmly analyze the situation. Is that so? This is the first time I've ever felt emotion towards someone, so I don't really understand it myself. After being quiet for a few moments, she raises her head. Shiki, do you hate me? And asks me such a question. Me? Ellipsis. Arcueid stares at me silently. I don't hate you, that's why I'm helping you. For now, that's the honest truth. I see. Then maybe I feel the same way too. Arcueid gives an ambiguous nod. I'm not sure if she understands. Does that clear it up? Then let's go, Arcueid. Do you have anywhere in mind? I don't know, so I'll let you decide. Just take me wherever. So she told me we're going somewhere, and now it's this? Oh well, I'm not sure what kind of place she likes, but I'll take her to a good hangout place. Well then. God, these choices. How many of there's been 4 in this video so far. 3 or 4. Go for the usual, take her to the movie theater. Yes, go for the rather cliche option, or she'll probably like somewhere such as a back alley, right? No, I don't think so. Or 3, I really don't know, so let's go to the park for now. Yeah, number 3 seems like the safest option. Let's just do that. Shouldn't really have to save before that, because that's probably not going to get us a game over, or dead end, I should say. Anything like that, so. The weather's great, so I decide to go to the park. We can relax there, and then go somewhere else more appropriate later. We enter the park. It's still mid-morning, but there's a bunch of people my age here. There's a lot of people here during the day. I've met you here a lot, but it seems like a totally different place. Arcueid seems to be in a good mood. I just plan to walk around the park, but she doesn't seem discontent at all. Oh, there's a store in a place like this? Shiki, what does that sell? Arcueid points excitedly at the vendor's stand. The path from the fountain leads to a wheeled ice cream stand. That's an ice cream seller out of season. Cold things aren't good for the body, so we should just pass it up for now. I stop Arcueid's question before she asks. No matter how unhappy a face she makes, I just don't think eating ice cream in the fall would be good at all. But what is this strange feeling? I feel weird just walking. I feel everyone's watching us. Hey, Shiki, do you know all these people? No, there's only one person I know who'd skip school to hang around like this. I think we all know who that is. Why? A lot of people seem to be looking at us, so I thought maybe you know them. I see. So that's what felt strange. I get it now. I was just walking around to find a good spot on the grass to sit on, but everyone is stealing glances at us. It doesn't need to be said, but they're looking at Arcueid, not me. I've been doing my best not to be conscious of it, but Arcueid is just unbelievably beautiful. And walking in the park is just asking for stares. The guys killing time in the park all start to look at her. For some reason, I feel angry. Arcueid, let's go somewhere else. Grabbing her hand, I pull her as I walk towards the back of the park. The place we usually meet has much less people right in front of the fountain. This should be a little better than before, at least. We'll kill time here for a little bit. I'm going to get something to drink. You have any requests? I let go of her hand and turn towards her. Is water okay? Sure. Go ahead and sit on that bench. If some guy starts to talk to you, just don't listen to him. Saying that, I run to a nearby vending machine. Even though it's past noon, we don't leave the park. I'm not sure why, but Arcueid's been quiet since we came here. She hasn't even drank the water I got for her, and she just looks around the park doing nothing. We watch the flocks of pigeons around the park and the happily running figures of children accompanied by their mothers. Hey, Shiki. Are you bored just spacing out? We can go somewhere and get something to eat if you want. No, that isn't it. I was just wondering about what happened before. What? Before? What is she talking about? I don't get it. What do you mean? I'm talking about when you grabbed my hand earlier. We've come into contact before, but there was always a reason. But just now, there wasn't a reason, so I was wondering just what it was. What it was? There really wasn't a reason or anything. Saying that, I also get confused. Come to think of it, I pulled her along naturally for no reason. That being said, I don't even understand why. It doesn't really matter. It's not that big of a deal. Something sudden like that is just human. Or jealousy. I see. Having lots of things done for no reason, you've done a lot of useless things. Arcueid replies, amazed. Hey, Shiki. It's kind of off topic, but did you ever have a time like that? She really is asking about random things. She's looking at the playing children, so she's probably asking about that. Maybe. I played around a lot as a kid, but that was only inside the mansion. I rarely ever played in the park like this. That's right. My only playmates were Akiha and the others. I never played with people I didn't know, like these kids. I might have been more like a kid who led an insulated life. Okay, I thought that said like insulted life or something. I was like, what? What about you, Arcueid? You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. If vampires don't have a childhood, asking her would be rude. Yeah. Like you're thinking, I never had a childhood. While I was weak as an individual, I slept through it, and I was active only when my existence was at its peak. That's why I thought it was strange. Infancy and old age are such useless times. Why do people manage to live through it? She seems to be almost asking herself, not me. Arcueid? It's nothing. It's nothing. This is just the first time I've ever spent doing nothing, so my thoughts seem to be malfunctioning. Saying that, Arcueid stands up from the bench. I stand up with her. Well, we've already been in the sun for about 2 hours, so we should probably head into the city. Oh, if it was dull, you should have told me so. Maybe it was dull, but it wasn't boring. I was even thinking I'd like to spend more time if it's this kind of dull. But if you you don't like it? Eh? That's right. Even if it was uneventful, it wasn't boring. Come to think of it, spending time sunbathing with Arcueid is something pretty rare. That's right. It wasn't bad at all. But let's get something to eat. I haven't had anything since this morning, so I'm pretty hungry. Saying that, we start to walk from the park. For a brief moment, I think about holding her hand, but I stop right away. There wasn't any reason for it before, so it felt natural to do so. But now that I have a reason to do so, I hold her hand. To hold her hand seems very senseless. To be senseless means that taking notice is the result of less than pure thoughts. Less than pure thoughts, I'm full of theories today. Jeez. Just like Arcueid says, I guess I do a lot of useless things. It's now past 2, so to ease my hunger, I take us to a fast food restaurant. The best place to go on a date. I don't even know if she eats this kind of food, but after Arcueid stares long and hard at the menu, she ends up ordering the same thing I did. I sit down across from her. After Arcueid looks around quickly, she pops a french fry in her mouth like she's done it before many times. Wow, you seem pretty used to it. I thought maybe it was your first time. Yeah, this is the first time I've done it. I've known about places like these, but it was only from information sources. Just information? I see. You watch the news, so I guess you read magazines too. Not quite like that. I need knowledge to fit in with the times, right? So when I wake up, I study the information of that time and then go into action. Well, it's usually over in a few days, so it usually ends up being useless. What? She says things that are hard to understand like this from time to time. Why does it end up useless? Because I go to sleep right away. I don't know how many years later I wake up the next time, so I can't use much of what I remember. After it is over, all I do is sleep. But maybe I've been missing out. I only knew the world through those sources. I knew about how people would gather like this, but I never experienced it. I see, but isn't knowing just enough? Just now, you ordered some food like it was perfectly natural. Of course. I studied so I can act that way. But that's all. Experience is far greater than theory. Even if I know about zillions of things, it's useless if I've never done them. Arcueid sighs. Is that so? I think some people say theory makes up for a lack of experience. That's something those who only know theories say. I used to think that way until just recently. Arcueid's expression starts to cloud. For some unknown reason, I don't like seeing her face like that. Is that so? I think there's just those for whom theory can make up for lack of experience, and those for whom theory trumps and those for whom experience trumps theory. Blech. There's a lot of people out there in the world, so not everyone is the same. Wow, you got really deep and serious, Shiki. Hey now, Arcueid-san. You're the one who started being all serious. I was just going along. Don't kill the conversation like that. Since you're telling me all that stuff about yourself. Yeah, I know. You always listen to me when I want to talk. You always yell at me, but you listen to me when it's serious. Arcueid laughs brightly. That's what she thinks anyway. But I think such a genuine smile suits her best. I was thinking about what you said earlier. I really am narrow-minded. I can't really see anything else after I make up my mind. Not needing anyone but myself. I'm the only one who is right. I can think in those terms. I can only think in those terms. That's right. Okay, she's still talking. Never mind. That's right. There are a lot of hearts out there, so there's a lot of people that can do easily what I can't. She somehow seems very gentle as she contemplates. Ah, but even if I contemplate it, my personality won't change. I like this me the best, and I believe it is the correct way. She smiles as she says those courageous words. Then she looks around like before and takes a bite of her hamburger. Chomp. Chomp. As if to erase my image of being a vampire, Arcueid chows down on her junk food. Ellipsis. How come? It seems impossible to look elegant while eating a hamburger, but Arcueid makes it look beautiful. What? Staring at me like that? Ah, is this not how you eat it? Arcueid hurriedly puts her hamburger back into her tray, on her tray. She then wipes her mouth with the paper napkin. But even that simple action seems so elegant. No, it's right. It's right, but it's strange. In your case, it doesn't suit you, so don't do it. I don't even know why I say that as I chomp on my hamburger like a hamburger should be eaten. What do you mean, it doesn't suit me? It's an image problem. That small mouth of yours isn't fit enough to eat fast food. Isn't fit to eat fast food. Fries aren't a problem, so you can have my share. I put my french fries on her tray. I really don't know what I'm doing at all. No, you really don't. I don't want them. I don't feel like eating just those. After saying that, she brings the hamburger to her mouth once more. She might be worried about my stare as she eats it more normally. Well, I can live with that. But a hamburger-eating vampire? All living things need nutrition to live, so they eat. Before, Arcueid declared she doesn't drink blood. So in order to gain that nutrition, does she eat food just like us normal humans? Hey, Arcueid. What, you meanie? No, I wasn't going to criticize you. I just had a question, if that's okay. Sure, what is it? You're a vampire, right? Then I was wondering maybe if food for you was only blood. Her eyes widen. I knew it. It was a rude question. See, even Arcueid's facial expression is getting angry, or not. See, even Arcueid's facial expression is getting angry, or not. Hey, Shiki, normally I don't eat food. Certainly, eating like this allows me to move on my own, but it's more of a mental thing. For me to eat, in other words, taking in nutrition, is a different process than the one you have. I do have an appetite, but maybe it's more akin to lust. If I don't eat, I get irritated, but since I don't put much priority on it, inversion impulses rarely happen. She easily denies the blood as food theory. Yeah, that's what it is. She really seems to be okay with not drinking blood. I see. That's good. Arcueid isn't someone that kills humans to feed. It really is a good thing. Jeez. If Arcueid just said from the beginning, I'm a vampire that doesn't suck human blood, then I would have agreed to help her from the start. Hey, wait a minute. You don't call that a vampire. You do. Even you can't resist eating for one day, right? For those vampires who are true ancestors, like me, the highest class of food, the thing that can satisfy our desires the most, is blood. So in order to live and fulfill our desires, we can substitute blood with other things. But when it comes to the dead apostles, vampires that were originally human, it is a different matter. In order to maintain their existence, they need the blood of others. What? In other words, the best way to satisfy your hunger is blood. But you said you hated drinking blood. So just like people who don't like certain food, you hate the taste of blood? I take a guess at a satisfactory simplification for the long explanation she gave. However, it seems like I was a little off. I don't know. I don't know what blood tastes like. Huh? I told you I'm not a full vampire. Not knowing the taste of blood. I still don't know that. All I know is to drink human blood is to refuse to recognize them as people. She looks away, not even trying to look at me. Hey, Shiki. What if birds or fish had the same amount of intelligence and lifespan as you did? Could you eat them? Could you justify it to yourself by saying no matter how much intelligence they have, they're still food? And then eat them? No, that's... Could I eat them? I don't know. I don't know, but first off, I try to eat other food. Things that didn't have intelligence. See? Yeah, sorry about that. See? Just like that. That's why I hate the thought of drinking blood. Well, maybe there are likes and dislikes, as you said, too. If I could, I'd like to avoid the sight of blood. But, yes. But if humans didn't have the same worth, intelligence, or values that I did, then maybe I would drink blood. Isn't providence of nature taking the lives of other things in order to protect your own? Right? Arcueid asks me for agreement. But that, even if Arcueid says it, I can only deny it. I don't want to agree to that. Certainly that may be true, but in the first place, humans are like you. So, let's just cut short this kind of conversation. I don't like talking about what-ifs. Really? I like what-ifs. Not knowing how things will turn out, yet still having hope at least for that moment. What if? Then, what if she drank blood like other vampires? Would we be talking like this? What's wrong, Shiki? Your face got dark all of a sudden. Ah, do you have to go to the bathroom? Hey, you come up with that when someone is thinking seriously? I sigh. Even though I'm seriously thinking about it, Arcueid doesn't seem to think much about drinking blood. Yeah, it doesn't concern me. Jeez, just mumbling to yourself like that? Trying to hide something isn't manly, Shiki. Arcueid looks at it like an angry cat again. I'm not really hiding anything. Besides, you're the one with all the secrets. You're just having fun saying things I can't understand. Having fun? I'm not trying to do that. I don't know where... I don't know where her bad mood went, but she suddenly calms down. She looks like she's uneasy, with me nailing it on the head. I was about to say making it. I love how I misunderstand some of these words and the things that I almost come up with, and it just, even though it doesn't make any sense, I just kind of say it, and then I think that isn't right. So yeah, nailing it on the head. Really? You were really having fun seeing me stumped like earlier? Do you like teasing, or is it secrecy? Well, we are two different kinds of life forms, so I don't care. That's not it. I was just trying to answer you. It probably looks like I'm hiding a lot of things because you never ask. So whatever I ask, you'll tell me. Yes. We are a team, after all. Alright. Then as she wishes, I shall ask questions to clear things up. Oh, shit. Well, we should probably save here. Okay, so number 1, I'll tell her about last night. Number 2, let's hear the clear details about Arcueid's enemy. Or number 3, well, I I have to question her about her hobbies, history, and her uh her 3 sizes? Is that what that says? I don't know if I want to know. What the fuck does that mean? Her 3 Okay, well, tell her about last night, so that would, I don't know if there's... I think it would be a good idea if we told her that we fainted last night and couldn't make it, or hear the details about our enemy. I think we already know a good deal about her enemy, at least. Number 3, I have to question her about her hobbies, history. That's usually what you would ask somebody on a date. Let's just go with number 1. I forgot because she started telling me to take her out to play, but there was something I had to ask her about. Then I'll ask. Arcueid, I was attacked 2 nights ago by a strange person. Eh? A strange person? What kind? Well, that is... I calm down and I describe as clearly as I can what happened 2 nights ago. Yeah, that's how it was. Finishing my explanation, I read Arcueid's expression. From when I started until now, her eyes remained sharp without any gentleness. So what is it, Arcueid? That bandaged man and that person wearing those robes like some priest, are they enemies of yours? Yes, both of them are enemies. I don't know just who or what that bandaged man is, but that woman wearing those Catholic robes, I have an idea about. She narrows her eyes as if she was in a bad mood. No, she looks less like she was in a bad mood and more like she's irritated. I may know the person who helped you, Shiki. Man, if it's really her, she'll probably be able to find the enemy before me. She bites her lip vexedly. Wait a minute. I didn't say that person was a woman, though. No, there's no mistake. That woman is the only agent given authority to hunt heretics alone, and who uses black keys that combine the crematation rite and the steel shell effect. Her irritability is almost like hostility. Even when she spoke about Nero, her voice was never saturated with emotion to this extent. Arcueid. That person who helped me, is she a vampire? No, that's not it. That's right. I have yet to tell you about something else that's very important. I think I explained it before, but vampires like the one making his lair in this town turn humans into their minions and expand their territory. At the same time, they try their utmost to conceal their existence. Even though victims appear, they use various magical techniques to make things appear not out of the ordinary. You know why? Well, it's because humans aren't stupid. If they find out monsters like that exist where they live, they'd attack them. Even though humans are weak, they do have things like police, so they might be able to do something. Well, I guess that's true, but police are only a law enforcement group against humans. We don't consider them at all. But it's correct to say that vampires hide their presence for the sake of self-preservation. Shiki, there is a natural enemy of the vampires. A group of something like professional killers that now have the power balance in their favor. It's true for other transcendent species, but especially for vampires. It is fatal for them to reveal themselves. Even if a vampire made a secret kingdom in a village somewhere in the mountains away from all civilization, this natural enemy would definitely notice if victims keep increasing. Vampires exploit the humans in secret for no reason other than self-preservation. The vampires hide their dead victims' bodies not out of fear of human society finding out, but in fear of those natural enemies discovering them. Huh? The natural enemy of vampires? Yet another group of monsters I don't know about? For a normal guy like me, I just want all these unnatural things to stop appearing. What are you saying? Their natural enemy is without a doubt you humans. What? Natural enemies? Us? Yeah. Starting from a long time ago, humans used many kinds of magic, the occult, magical ceremonies to create an organization and started to eliminate primates other than humans. The greatest of all these is Christianity, the pride of the Vatican, the exorcist. The Catholic Church always viewed non-humans as impurities, but vampires are considered the most dangerous. There are many religious groups in the world, but the Catholic Church looks at vampires with more hostility than the rest. You know, it's almost an obsession. They're so insane, I don't even want to mess with them. Arcueid lets out a sigh. The one who helped you was a member of an elite organization that hunts heretics. This group, the Burial Agency, is part of the church. They use their own strength rather than law to deal with contradictions to Christianity. These hidden exorcists are more like professional killers. Priests that go around exterminating vampires, huh? It's so fitting, I'm not really sure what to say. Then aren't they like us? If this burial agency is a group whose purpose is to hunt vampires too, can't we search together? That won't work. For them, it's enough that someone is a vampire. To them, non-human primates are just evil. It doesn't matter if they suck blood or not. This exorcist may have even come here just to seal me rather than fight the vampire who lives in this city. Things have gotten quite complicated. Arcueid's enemy is sought after by both a vampire and a group that hunts vampires. What is this? Then you're all by yourself? Yes, that is the life of a vampire. Didn't Nero say so himself? Even though vampires belong in the same species, their natures are so different that in the end, they are all alone. Arcueid takes another bite of her hamburger. She speaks of being all alone so casually. Not feeling satisfied, I continue to listen with a sour expression.